So, what do school social workers do during the summer? There's a couple people out there that think that we don't do anything because we're on summer break, and that is not true. So, here's a quick update of what I am currently doing or still doing during the summer, because as a school social worker, I am still trying to find ways to better myself, better my practice, better my interventions, and I'm still using my noggin. And so, first things first, I'm still a therapist. Over the summer, I still have a couple clients, and so I'm providing therapy and in the clinical world. Maybe I may do a couple PDs. I look at a couple CEUs on the side, but I could do that anywhere, here at U of I, at home, virtually. That's still something that's on there. Next thing is that I am doing community work, and so I do a couple pop-ups. I've done a couple events, and I'm just around in the community. Next, I'm doing research and writing. I'm still learning about different things, and now you can add peer reviewer to that list, because I got a couple things to review. Next is I'm working on two workbooks or guidebooks, one for educator burnout. That has been in the back of my mind for a little bit. I've offered that service on therapy on my Redes y Raíces website, because educator burnout is real. Mental health burnout is real. And as someone that has experienced it and see my friends, my colleagues go through it, I know it is a need. So I'm continuing some work on that. Not sure if it's going to be a workbook or just something that I use for the sessions when I work with people coming to me for burnout. The other thing is I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. Check in, check out guidebook was kind of the idea, or kind of what it came from. So we were sitting towards the end of school talking about check and check out, looking at the results, looking at the data, looking at how it works when it doesn't work. And we were seeing a trend of students needing that relationship, right? They don't feel like they belong if the relationship with their check in, check out adult is not there. And then on the other hand, if they have a really good relationship with the check in, check out adult, they do excellent. They are taken out of that intervention, and then sometimes their behaviors go back to what they were doing, presenting again because of that relationship. And so while we were meeting, we were talking about having maybe a guide for the adults that need a little bit more training, or what to do in those situations, like what to talk about when they check in, check out, what can they ask about, just kind of basic questions that you would do. But you'd be surprised, some adults, some educators don't know how to build relationships. And so I'm working on a guidebook, but then I was like, it can't just be a check in, check out guidebook. I think a lot of people need this. Again, a lot of people are not building that, and so maybe if they had something to see what it means to be an adult in a space with children, maybe it might make sense. So I haven't come out with the full title, but those are kind of the things that I'm still working on during the summer. Some unpaid, because some of y'all also think we get paid in the summer. No, we don't. Anything additional as an educator that we do, there's no money for it, or people don't see the value of it, or whatever is the case. But we have to go back to school, and the reality is, as soon as I step back into that school, I'm still providing services. And so this is a way that I can better what I'm doing, or sometimes just make it easier. If there's a guidebook, it's easy to pick up and start off and go back to what we were doing. But yeah, that's my update.